Hi, my name is Jessica Deutsch. I'm a member of Ventanas who's going to be playing at SweetWater on September 18th. And I'm going to tell you a bit about my own story, growing up classically trained and then transitioning into a world music violinist who plays with pedals and also a multi-instrumentalist. Hopefully it's a bit of an inspiring tale for those of you who want to get into other styles. So I grew up in a very musical family. My dad plays cello, my mom plays piano, all my grandparents play viola, violin, clarinet. This violin that I play is actually my dad's mother's violin. It's a Rodic Giovanni from 1926, so it's almost 100 years old. And I was very lucky to inherit that. So I started playing music as soon as I could really coordinate my fingers enough. First I started on an upside down viola, which was a cello. And then I guess I gravitated towards the violin and started lessons probably at age 4, as much as you can learn anything at age 4. But I took to it very quickly and kind of transitioned through different teachers, ending up with one teacher who was very dear to me, Zhang, and he was the first teacher that I felt encouraged to go do competitions under. So his students would do Canadian music competition. So I competed there and made it to the finals. And then I guess when I was maybe 11 years old, I went to another teacher, Yossi Peleg. Was with him for a while, and then ended up with my final teacher, Mark Skazanetsky of the Toronto Symphony Orchestra. And under him, I just learned so much about music, how to be musical, how to practice. I mean, all of these teachers were amazing, and I had this very solid background in classical music, orchestral playing, chamber playing. I played chamber music with my family. But then when it was time to go to university, I decided not to study music. Instead, I studied First Nations Studies at UBC. And, you know, it was nice to get away from music for a while, honestly, because I had done it so intensely for all my life, basically. But while I was in Vancouver, I found a pub session, a Celtic pub session called the Wolf and Hound. And I went and played some fiddle tunes, and it was the first time that I played by ear, and I discovered I was really good at it and I really liked it. And so that just led me down this path of playing folk music from different countries and joining bands and playing by ear and learning how to improvise and eventually gravitating towards jazz. So I studied a bit with Drew Jureka at Humber College. Just 1 year because I didn't have the patience to do more schooling or the finances. And from there I just was in a lot of bands. And that's still what I do. I play with a lot of bands. Now I play with a pedal board, which you're going to hear in a bit. I'm really interested in sound manipulation and production. I also do a lot of string arranging for different groups, pop groups, world music. I did the string arrangements for Ventanas on their last record. And yeah, so that's a big part of my career now. Very little of it is really anything to do with classical, but my training definitely was super useful. And then I also co-lead an indie rock band where I sing, and I also play guitar and bass and synths, and I do a little bit of that stuff with other bands as well. So I'm really grateful to my classical upbringing, but I definitely had this, wide imagination that I just wanted to go ahead and try many other things. So that's, totally possible. You can totally develop your ear and learn how to improvise in many different styles like jazz, Arabic, Cuban, and put all that good training to use. So I'm going to play something for you now. It's something that I've sort of improvised and made up on the spot, and using various pedals.